Hello, it's Jenny from Chi Lifestyle. Um, I'm so angry. So I uploaded a video, and I don't know what happened, but there was just no sound. So that was like, it took me, obviously it was an hour recording, so it took me, an hour to record, probably another hour to compile the video into one, another hour to upload it, and then boom, nothing. So here's me starting this video all over again, and a little bit frustrated, but there's obviously a reason. There always is a reason. So maybe the angels felt like I needed to rethink at what I was saying. I'm not too sure. So I've asked for a lot of guidance this time around, and hopefully they will let the video carry on. Okay, so this is who is your future husband or wife? Okay, your future spouse. Who will I marry? Okay, I'm going to try and describe as much as I possibly can about your future spouse. We'll look into maybe possible star signs and possibilities of what they might look like. Okay, right. So there is a bit of a general message that I have here. By all means, if you're not interested in the general message, please, I will hopefully remember to put the timestamps in after all of this. So just carry it on. Pile number 1 is obviously the green pile. Pile number 2 is the yellow pile, and pile number 3 is the fire opal. Okay, the words, I don't know if you can see, maybe I need to bring this back a little bit. So we've got compassion, love, cultivation, flexibility, adaptability and personal power, and sensuality and confidence. Okay, so again, please go and choose your things if you don't want to listen to the general message that's coming through. Okay, so let's hope and pray that this message is supposed to come out. Maybe it's quite specific. Maybe I should be saying that, because I kind of was watching a movie the other night, and it had a bit of, now I just hope I'm getting the words right, self-flagellation, which is the need to whip yourself in order for, they stood for Christians or religious reasons. Okay. And the funny thing is, I then got an epiphany of how we do this to ourselves. Obviously not a physical whipping, but we constantly punish ourselves each and every day. We punish ourselves for things that we should have done, for things that we could have done. And the shoulda, woulda, coulda is something that we really battle with. We're in a time period now that our world is changing. Okay, that this virus is not the whole world off its horse, and really is bringing us down to earth. And that's why most people are reuniting with their twin flames or high levels of soulmate relationships. Okay, there's a lot of relationships ending at this time, and I think it's because we now need to be with who we're supposed to be with as opposed to who we want to be with. And in order to attain a soulmate twin flame relationship, or at least the high powered one, you need to be in the right alignment. Okay, and by that I mean release anything that's possibly negative. So for example, if you are someone who has been punishing yourself because of past relationships, now's the time to let that go. Okay, please never ever beat yourself up about something that you cannot change. It's the past. The past is done. It's forever gone. Okay, remember, again, okay, people come into your life for a reason. Okay, if that relationship did not work out, it's because it's not supposed to work out. Okay, I know that's a difficult pill to swallow, but it's just the reality. Okay, that relationship is supposed to phase out. They're there to teach you a very pivotal reason, and that reason is something that you need to heal so that you can, attain to a higher standard, to a higher being, so that you and your soulmate are now in alignment. Okay. Again, always remember, there's his side, her side, and there's the truth. Okay. And you've got your story, they've got their story. And it's not really your job to really figure out the truth, except for the truth within you. Okay. So even if you feel that you didn't deserve, or you don't deserve love because maybe you had an ex who told you that you are a asshole, you're a cow, you're a whore, whatever it is. Just know that it's just simply two different souls on two different paths, okay? They are teaching you or bringing about your shadow side, and the shadow side is not always a nasty side, but sometimes your shadow side can be a, jealousy is not necessarily nasty, but it's a you're possibly jealous because you're feeling insecure. Insecurities on its own is, when you are self-defensive, generally it's because you are insecure, okay? So again, these are just pure lessons, okay? When the relationship is ending, it's purely because the lesson has now been learned and there's nothing left for you to do, okay? People often try to put life into a dead relationship because we have the need to have a belief system that you need to keep on fighting. And by all means, fight for a relationship, but not when you're fighting alone, okay? Even if you and your partner are fighting and you fighting to keep it together, there comes a time when you need to take off the rose-colored tinted glasses and go, okay, is this not working? Okay, if you have tried everything and either they're not willing to budge or the relationship is just not moving, it's time to sit down and be honest with yourself, okay? Maybe you two are just not meant to be, okay? I know that's a very, very hard thing to take on. And I think you know in your heart of hearts. I mean, if you are constantly chasing someone or begging someone to stay and they don't want to stay, let them go, okay? There's so much better for you. And the stuff that's going to replace the old, this new, if you get into the right alignment, is really going to be so much better than anything you've ever dreamed of. Okay, so stop beating yourself up. Stop living in the past. Stop wanting someone that doesn't want you. It is time to learn the lessons and say goodbye, okay? Cut the cords, say goodbye. A really brilliant way to do this, write them a letter, okay? And then burn it. It's not necessary to sit up and dredge up all the old and the horrible and let's repeat the old patterns. Remembering again, they did fault, you did fault. It is what it is. Simple and as that, okay? Let's not do the blame game. That's just negativity. We don't need to do that. If you have got something you need to learn it, say goodbye, okay? Write the letter, burn it, end the relationship, divorce, finalize the divorces, whatever it is, cut the contact. It's a different story if you have kids, obviously, but, even then, keep the relationship to a minimal. Let's not dredge up things that are just constantly going to keep you in this negative vibe, okay? Again, guys, this is your future spouse, okay? And you do not want to take your exes into the new relationship. It's never going to work out. You do that, you're only going to self-destruct the next relationship, okay? So, yes, let's stop beating ourselves up about what's happened in the past. Yesterday is gone. Today is the present. Tomorrow is a new day. Okay, this reading is about tomorrow. It's about your next husband, your next wife, your next major commitment that's coming ahead. Okay, whether you've been married before or not, this is a new start. This is tomorrow. Okay, let's see the energies of who these people are. Again, please take what resonates. It's very general. I cannot give you, this cannot be for everyone. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. Try and take a little bit of the clues. I've got plenty of other readings beforehand. If I was you, start compiling a list. I've always say this. I've got at least 4 or 5 who will you marry cards, who is your soulmate, clues of your soulmate. Start compiling a list, okay? Even when I do the star signs, don't look at the star sign particularly to that person. Look at just the personalities around the situation. Okay, right, we're going to start with pile number 1. Okay, so for those of you who have chosen pile number 1, okay, so your future spouse is someone who is very loving, very compassionate, okay? Very quickly, most people that are twin flames or soulmates, it's just something that's very interesting. You often are attached via a invisible cord, and you will find this cord will often be your heart chakra. Okay, it's a very unusual and weird love situation, but it's a very wonderful love situation. It just means that you and your partner share a very deep connection, and it's something that means that you guys feel each other. You feel each other's pains. You feel each other's just the whole situation of what you are each going through. Okay, you probably find both of you also are needing to heal this heart chakra in order for you to move on. You both possibly come from a very painful background or painful previous relationship, and so both of you you can actually heal each other quite a lot. Okay, quite a magnificent relationship this one is. Okay, so straight away, as you can see, and I'm just going to pile these on top of each other right now. Sorry, I'm kind of done with the whole making this perfect, especially after my last one completely buggering up. This person's gone through a massive heartache. As you can see, there's 10 swords. This person is dead, and that's literally blood coming out of them. Each one of those swords represent a heartache that they've gone through. Okay, whether it be one relationship where they constantly, maybe they dated or were married to someone for a long period of time and that person continuously hurt them, or the marriage or the relationship continuously hurt them. I'm not too sure. Take what resonates. But either which way, this person has had a shitload of heartache. Okay, they are in a lot of pain or have dealt with a lot of pain within their lifetime. Okay, you might find, okay, so with this person dealing with all this heartache and pain, at the moment they might not be taking many offers. As you can see, they're being offered a lot. So maybe because they've got such a high vibration, they're going within now. They don't want to. This person's so done. I can't even emphasize the word done with being hurt. So what they're doing is they're now going within, and they're going, you know what? I'm not taking on any offers. I'm not dating anyone. I'm not seeing anyone. I'm not sleeping with anyone. I just want to sit with myself for a little bit. I want to go through all the past problems and the past heartache, and I want to deal with that because I am not repeating the same patterns. Okay, so that's exactly what this person's doing. So if you find that you have started, maybe you know this person or you dating this person and it's maybe not going the way you want, please understand it's not you, it's them. Okay, and again, it's only because they are trying so hard just to move on from all this past hurt and heartache and everything they've just gone through right now. Okay, you've got exactly that, the Two of Wands, and again, this person's just really contemplating. They cannot make another mistake. I think that's just, they just keep on telling themselves, I cannot make another mistake. I cannot date the same kind of person that what I've been doing. I cannot carry on this cycle of just constant fighting. I mean, here's this person, there's battles, there's wars out there. You might find that that's exactly what's happening. There's a lot of people maybe fighting for this person at the moment, and they're just going, sorry guys or sorry girls, I can't do this. I need to have the right person. Okay, you've got the Two of Swords, and that's exactly what's happening right now. They are just, their heart is blocked. Okay, this person's just blocked. It's not because they're not interested in you. They want someone that's real. Okay, so please understand, if you feel like you are not getting in, or this person's not showing you, they might be friendly on the surface, but they're not showing you anything heartfelt, it's only because they need proof. They need proof that you're going to be there. They need proof that you're not going to leave them, that you're not going to use them and carry on treating them the way that they've been treated, because they just can't do it anymore. They cannot deal with people who are not genuine and people who are wanting one-night stands, or who are wanting just quick fixes, or people who are wanting rebounds. This person they just keep turning people away because they're like, you know what, until you can prove to me that you are worthwhile, I'm not doing this. Okay, and that's exactly why you got the Hierophant card. They want the real deal. They want marriage, they want commitment, they want the happily ever after, and that is all they want. If you are coming with anything else other than that, please exit stage left, because they're not interested. This person is not interested in bullshit. They're not interested in games. They only want someone who is seriously got high values, high morals. This is a very spiritual person. They know exactly what they want. Okay. Obviously, the fact that you chose this pile does mean that they do want you. Okay. Once again, I'm not trying to scare you off this person. I'm just letting you know that if they come off very self-defensive, or they come off as someone who's not interested in you, it's not the case. Okay. They're just making sure. Obviously, you can help them along by showing them that you really are in for the real deal. Showing them that you're not the average girl that's tarty, and for example, because like I said, this is someone with high value, so they're not interested in the tarty, the kind of person who's self-absorbed, that kind of person at all. They're only interested in someone who is serious, who really wants to do the right thing. Once we've dealt all that and we've got over all the humps and bumps, and once they know that they can trust you and they know that you are there for the long haul and that you're not going to leave them, things will move very quickly between you. Okay, so once again, if the start sounds like it's not going very well, please don't take this as a deterrent. This person is definitely interested in you. They just need to know. Okay, I think communication in this relationship is going to be a hell of an important thing. Okay, if you're worried about them, communicate. Just say, look, am I triggering something? Is something wrong? How can we talk? This is communication. Any relationship needs communication to carry on. This relationship needs it even more. Okay, you might find that you might do the same things. It reminds them of the past, reminds them of the ex, and they might be triggered by it in the beginning. Please understand. They just need more compassion, more love. The more love and compassion that you give them, the better this relationship, and the faster the relationship will move. Okay. Again, once you've got to this thing, things will move super quick between you. It's like all of a sudden you're going to go, whoa, okay, what's going on? Okay, so that's exactly it. They're moving away from the troubled waters, from the troubled past, from all the crap that they've dealt with, and they're moving into, you guys will be moving into happier times, happier, situations, for you both. Okay, you've got here, water. Okay, so again, maybe this person is someone who really loves sunsets and sunrises. They love to spend time near water. This is quite calm water, so that maybe they like lakes or dams. Maybe that they find that very soothing. They might like to sit in the sunset in the ocean and have some wine and picnics. I don't know, something like that. This is someone, again, they're going through rejuvenation right now. Highly a lot of emotions just going through them at the moment. Okay, again, if you are panicking or you are worrying that this is not the person for you, there's your card. The answer is yes. Whoever you're thinking of right now as you are doing this this reading, if you know this person, yes. If you're worried you're not going to meet your soulmate, well, this is saying yes. This is just confirming yes, this is the one. And if you're asking if this person is in love with you, yes, this person is in love with you. Okay, they do want you. They want to marry you. Okay, if you any doubts, don't. This person does want you. Again, this is just them, not you. Okay, this is someone who is very playful. They maybe have children, or you guys will have children together, or they enjoy being around children. This is someone who's extremely playful. They love to joke around and have just lots of fun. So keep that in mind. Keep things very light with them. Have a lot of fun with them. That's really and truly what this relationship is going to need. Okay. Power, well, once again, this person might be standing in their power right now. So, yeah, they're cutting out the bullshit. There might be a little bit of their way or the highway at the moment, and that's only just because they really just can't deal with game players and shit at the moment. It also said, with the power, it might say the power's within you. If you want this relationship to work, or you want this relationship to move forward quicker, you've got the power. It's quite simple. Prove to them that you are honest. Prove to them that you are loyal. Prove to them that, that you are there for them, and that you're not going anywhere. The more you prove that to them, again, the better the relationship will be. You've got the World card there. Okay, so you guys will really and truly mean the world to each other. This relationship is definitely a cycle that's, all the old are cycled out. So between you and them, both of you are cycling out old, terrible cycles, and this one is going to be the new cycle. Okay, it's got your job well done. So exactly that, I think you'll be very happy with this person, and the marriage will be a very happy marriage. Okay, this is definitely a content marriage. You're going to be so grateful, that you married this person. It's like you are. I can actually almost envision you just going, you know what, dear God, wow, maybe you both have just been through terrible pasts and terrible relationships, and you just thought, you were about to give up on love, and this person comes in, and now you're like, wow, okay, now I understand why my relationships didn't work, because I've been with the wrong person all along. This is your person. This is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. You got the infinity. Look here, infinity and infinity and beyond. Once again, this is someone you have probably been in love with for lifetimes. Okay, we're not talking about just this life. I'm talking about previous lifetimes. You and this person are soulmates, which means your souls are just connected. You have loved each other for so long, and you just don't know it. And that's what it's going to feel like when you guys finally just break free from all this old junk, and you put away all the past and the crap, and you guys really get together. You're going to feel a love like you've never felt before. It's going to feel like magic. I promise you, absolute magic. Okay, so you have got description. We have got the Queen of Swords. Okay, there is a lot of swords in this reading. So we're possibly looking at air signs here. If you are someone who, if this person is an air sign, that's your Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You got someone, again, they the truth seeker. They can't stand for stupidity. They want someone who's efficient. Once again, the Queen of Swords, really and truly, they really do cut out the bullshit. Okay, they're very, don't come to them with lies. The Queen of Swords is very much, come to me with the truth. They stand very, very clear in what they believe. Yeah, they can't stand stupidity. I get that. It's a bit of a, yeah. We'll just, keep it at that. Okay, so that's, if you're a man looking for a woman, that's your future wife. If you're a woman looking for a man, your future husband is the King of Diamonds, which is the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is someone who's a businessman. They are either in business, or they are maybe top management, or they are in management in their business. Very hard workers. They love their luxuries. They like to have a clarity of mind. They're very good mentors. I think, I don't know if I mentioned with the woman that's, looking at dark hair, dark skin. That's dark hair or dark skin. Okay, they could have, because this one's light skin, so it could be a combination of light skin, dark hair, or vice versa. Dark skin, light hair. Okay, so don't take those all too hard. Okay, so I've already shuffled this yesterday and again today, and I came up with Libra on both times. So for this pile, it's definitely with the Queen of Swords. This is very much a Libra energy. Again, they might have Libra in their chart. It just might be their personality. So take what resonates. Okay, this is our share. Again, this is someone, what you give, he or she will give back. It's just, that's the Libran trait. It's their life has to be in balance. If they're out of balance, they're not going to be happy. Okay, if they're giving, you give back. It's just how they work. They definitely are very, very big givers. Okay, this is someone who believes very much in justice. Justice will be done. They're passionate people. If they feel like you are not giving them the justice, it's like they'll give, and eventually they'll stop giving. Okay, that's just this person's personality. They give until they've got nothing left to give, and then they eventually stop giving, and they can become quite cold. Artist, this person's possibly very arty, very creative, elegant. Oh yes, Librans love to dress up. Any reason to put on makeup, throw on the jewelry, do up their hair. We are, the colourful beings out there, we definitely love to dress up and look really elegant and go out, and definitely, yeah. Diplomacy, yeah, I know Libyans can be very diplomatic. Again, it's we can party hard, we can joke hard, but we also know how to be quite serious. And well, I think there's times that the diplomacy can go out the window. It depends. Sociability, again, yeah, Libyans are very social. We love to be around people. The more people, the merrier. That's just the way it is. And partnerships are very important to a Libyan. Extremely, most of their lives have actually been dedicated to their partners. And I think that's why this person is probably so hurt, because if they are Libyan or they have this kind of a trait, they've probably, again, shared and shared and shared and shared and shared, only to be hurt. And that's why they're done. They're done with anyone who's not willing to give back, because it's just, what's the point of being a fantastic partner if no one's going to appreciate what they have to offer? Okay, pal number one, that is what I have for you. I hope you can comment, like, and subscribe, and hopefully you can hear this video, and I'm not recording this for the fun. Anyway, I'll chat to you soon. Okay, hello to those who have chosen pile number 2. This is your reading for your future spouse. Okay, so you've got just someone that's obviously very flexible. Their personal power is quite important to them. Okay, obviously very adaptable. However, just to let you know that with the sacral chakra, if that is unaligned, then you might find that they might become controlling, control freaks, or things like that. Or they don't. This is someone who doesn't like to lose control of their lives. Okay, so even though they might be flexible and adaptable, their personal power is quite important to them. Okay, right. So we have someone who has dealt with a lot of burdens in their lives. Okay. Maybe their past relationships have just been very burdensome, or they have had a lot of heartache. Maybe it's just their careers are burdensome, but this is just someone who's just carrying a lot of burdens at present. And that's obviously just what they're dealing with in the moment. Okay. You've got someone who is also just, they're fighting. They might be defending themselves at the moment. Maybe if you are involved with them, then maybe they're defending you, or they will defend you. But yeah, this is someone who might just be a little bit defensive. And again, that could definitely be the personal power. So maybe if their sacral chakras are out of alignment, they become a bit defensive. Okay. Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is also someone who possibly has maybe because of past hurt, you've got someone who is a little bit maybe insecure about themselves. They're not really too sure, not too sure of themselves. It's not really the words that I would use, but they're just a little bit insecure. Okay, they might have maybe, for example, like, that they could be strong in their careers, but when it comes to their home lives, or when it comes to who they are, they might just feel that, they're just, once again, a little bit controlling, might be jealous because of their insecurities. Okay, so if they lose their confidence, or they have a little bit of lack in self-belief, then you're going to see someone who might possibly be a little bit manipulative, a little bit controlling, a little bit obsessive. Okay, again, this has to do with, well, sacral chakra, as well as their sorry, not sacral. I've been saying sacral all along. My gosh. Solar plex chakra. Oh, wow. That was silly. So, because of their solar plex chakra. But I think maybe the reason why I keep on saying sacral chakra is you might find their sacral chakra is out of alignment. And that is got to do with, you put those two together and you've got someone who's insecure. And when they are insecure, they become controlling and a little bit jealous. Okay. I think this is someone who's dealt with a lot of heartache, but they're coming out of that now. Okay, they're coming out of the heartache that they've dealt with. They've made a judgment call. they're now going through quite a transformation. Okay, so maybe in the past that's what they've dealt with. Maybe they are someone who has had to deal with a lot of their issues. Maybe they've lost relationships in the past because of the fact that they were controlling and slightly jealous. Okay, and now they're going through a bit of a revival at the moment, and a renewal. Okay, they're being called to change their ways in order to bring about a more positive relationship for themselves. Okay. And there again, I mean, with the Justice card, I mean, it's either the fact that this person might possibly be a lawyer, it would explain the personalities, or it's someone who's, they like a lot of justice, justice needs to be done. Again, maybe that's the control issues within them. They don't like people to take advantage of other people, especially when you got the King of Swords. I mean, again, he's the archetype of someone who, they're cool, calm, and collective. They quite headstrong. Okay, this is someone who, I'm not saying they're not compassionate. They are, but their head rules their heart in many ways. Okay, so even though I think they are quite a good fatherly figure, I mean, I am sensing quite a good fatherly figure, but a very, very strict personality. I mean, male or female. Okay, you do have the feminine, which is the high priestess. So this is someone who is very intuitive. Again, there's balance. Maybe that they're needing a lot more balance in their life. They like to balance the yin and the yang, the good and the bad. So yes, as much as they're quite controlling people, or try to be quite controlling, they are also very giving people. Okay. So, obviously, if you feel like these people are unaligned a little bit, then you just need to know that they just might be needing you to balance their yin and the yang. I mean, if you're very intuitive, then normally you will find that this is someone who, they'll kind of read people very well. I think it's almost like, I feel like they've got quite a high-powered job. Again, could be attorneys, could be, businessmen who just really and truly, they need their intuition to go through every day. I mean, once again, it could be a business female. I mean, just switch the roles. And the letters B or J might be, interesting, or might be in their names or something like that. Just putting it out there. And yes, I mean, this is also someone who's also quite spiritual. Okay, they have ascended to a much higher level, and I think that's exactly where the Judgment card comes in. This is someone who's ascending. Okay, so they might have had a lot of bad habits in the past, and the jealousy, and they're trying to work through this right now, so that they can ascend to a more spiritual level where, when the ego gets dropped. I mean, the ego is what controls our thoughts, our negative thoughts, our jealousy. That all comes from the ego. Okay, this person's just learning or trying to learn very hard how to balance their ego. Okay, here you got someone who is quite, again, abundant. You might find that this person might have either they have worked very hard in their lives. They've built up quite a nice little empire, whether one-man business or big business. They've worked very hard in their lives. Their investments are either paying off, or they might have maybe won some money, or they've come into an inheritance somewhere along the line. But yeah, their money and their careers are quite important. Okay, you've got someone who's extremely focused. So they're focused on what they want. They've got a lot of, again, mental clarity. They can break through barriers with their thought patterns. Their mental journey is just so important to them. Okay. Yeah, so obviously you might be a little bit concerned when you first meet this person, because that they seem quite controlling, and they might not come off as very loving when you first to meet them. But I think once again it's their insecurities, and that's where the cards are trying to tell you, don't allow the insecurities to get the better of you. Okay. People who are insecure just need a lot more love and maybe a lot more attention in order to bring about. Okay, it's got your blessings. So yes, there's definitely a lot of blessings with this marriage. When you guys meet and when you guys get together, they're asking you to obviously look at all the blessings and not maybe focus on their stern appearance or how they come across to you. Okay, you've always got someone who's quite romantic. So again, it's not necessarily all bad. There's probably a lot of good with this relationship and with this person. It's just exactly that. It's how they come across. Okay. Maybe you just need to add more romance as well, just to help them along, show them that you feel blessed about having them in your life. All these things definitely help someone when they've got, possible self-esteem issues. Okay. Spiritual, as I said, very wise person, they're highly spiritual. And again, this is someone who's ascending, the violet is very much coming out of the crown chakra, which is the connection to God, the connection to spirit. Okay, so this person is definitely ascending. Okay, so as I said, they might have been unaligned with their sacral chakras or with their solar plex chakras, and that they're starting to come out of that. They're becoming a lot more aligned with who they are. And they're saying to you here, open your heart. Okay. Open your heart to love. So maybe that's what they need to do. Maybe it's what you need to do in order to bring about a happier marriage. Again, I don't sense that this person's a bad person, by no means. They just, I think they mean right. They just unfortunately they've had heartache in the past. And I think, the more loving you are, the more caring you are, the more giving you are, you'll help to soften the heart. And you'll find that those three of swords that were there initially, it's upside down. So that's a good sign. It means that things are coming to, there's a bit of clarity coming. There's a bit of, you're showing them love. And so they'll drop a lot of bad, if you kind of want to put it. Okay, so you've got here, if you're a man looking for a female, and once again, I've mainly talked about manly, but there could definitely be a female. So even as a female, she's also, yes, she's internal, she's motherly, she's the high priestess, right? But at the same time, she's also a leader. Okay, so she might be very much the Queen of Pentacles here. So this is someone who's also money driven, career driven. She knows what she wants. She's going after what she wants. But at the same time, she is still very much the motherly woman, the home lover, loves to look after her people. You've got either fair hair or fair skin. I suppose take it as it resonates. And if you're looking for a man, then he's possibly younger. Doesn't mean younger than you, but he's young. Or he has very young features. Okay. So you got someone who's very clever, very intelligent person. Again, very sarcastic. Okay. So don't, you'll have to take a little bit of all. He might possibly have a moustache. I feel like someone who's got really deep eyes, really beautiful eyes. Okay. We are going to pull a possible star sign. Again, please take this as personality. Don't, this said I'm having a Libran and I'm now dating a Taurus, and so therefore it's not them. Okay, I got Capricorn. So yes, I respond. This is a sage, someone who's a builder. They've got tenacity, a lot of stamina, someone who's got a huge amount of responsibilities. Okay, so that will, in the beginning I did say that there was a huge burden. So maybe this person's got a lot of responsibilities. Maybe they're so busy at work and that's just how they're coming across. Okay, but there's also someone with a lot of patience. Okay, so again, take what resonates. Don't look at the star sign as it, because okay, so this is Capricorn. There you've got swords, which is your air signs. You've got diamonds, which is your Virgo, or also your it's Earth. Sorry, Earth, which is your Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, so they could possibly be those. They could be Capricorn and Moon, Venus, doesn't necessarily mean, oh, this is just their personalities. Pile number 2, okay, I hope I've given you enough for you to have a clearer understanding as to who you're going to marry. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know. Thank you. Okay, so we will welcome my pile number 3. Okay, so your person is someone who's extremely confident. Okay, so this is might have a lot of fire in their personality. They're very sensual, so a lot of sensuality, a lot of fire, and could be in their charts. Maybe they are a fire sign, or they could just possibly have a lot of fire in their lives. Okay, this is someone who is possibly come out of quite a bad or a horrible situation where someone left them out in the cold. They might be building themselves up. There might be a financial situation, or they've dealt with a bit of financial loss in their lives. Okay, and you've got someone who's, again, they've turned their backs on something and they're walking away. So it could be a relationship, a marriage, or whatever, but they're now turning their backs, and they're out searching. Okay, they've dealt with this heartache, this situation that they've had to deal with, and now they kind of want to go within. They want to figure out what their next move is going to be. Okay, they feel quite bound, like they're all in their heads at the moment. So if you have met this person and you're not really too sure what's up with them, then this is what's going on. Okay, maybe they're trying to figure out what their next step is. They're really trying to figure out how they can move on, when they can move on. They're quite all in their heads. Okay, this is someone who definitely wants a lot of patience, or they're asking you maybe to have some patience with them at the moment. Just allow them the time and space to go and work out what's going on. They might be worried about money. They might still be quite sad, and they're trying to figure out what the hell's happened to them. Whatever it is, I don't think it wasn't easy, for them to get up and walk away. It was most certainly not the easiest thing for this person to do. Okay, and so here they want to bring harmony back into their life, and they also want to bring balance back. Okay, things in their life are just totally out of balance, and that's why they're stuck in their head, and they feel bound and tied to whatever the situation is, whether it's money, or whether it's an ex, or maybe he or she is getting a divorce, and now they're bound and tied to the ex, and they've got children and responsibilities, and they're not really too sure how they're going to bring you into their lives and into their hearts at the moment. Okay, because you also got the moon card. So again, this person's very confused at the moment, or when you meet them anyway. So you might feel like, oh gosh, I don't know if this is going to work out, because they just seem so confused. So, I mean, this is also the Scorpio card, by the way, but that they're not really too sure, what they should do. But yes, nevertheless, you got someone who, they are very financially stable. At least that's how they like to be. They might once again be having to rebuild their nest. I mean, a divorce especially is quite difficult. You now need to subdivide all your assets. You need to start paying maintenance, or if it's the female, she needs to now start getting maintenance from the ex. And so the situation once again is why she's feeling, or he's feeling, quite bound and tired. Okay, but this is someone who's definitely, they're working on their empire. They want a lot of good in their lives. They want happiness, and so that they need the time to rebuild it. Okay, and this is them. They're manifesting so hard right now. Okay, so if you have met this person, I think they do want you in their lives. They're trying so hard to manifest you. They really and truly want you in their lives. If you haven't met this person, then trust me, then they're trying to manifest you either which way. This is something that soulmates do. When you become aligned with your soulmate, you start manifesting each other. You often find you're going through similar situations, and your need for each other just becomes so strong that you actually start to feel it quite a lot. And that's exactly what I think is happening at the moment. this person needs you. They really want you. They're just a little bit confused because they've got all these responsibilities. They've got all these people they need to look after, or at least that's how they feel. You know, it's maybe the career's out of balance, and so they feel like, you know, what have I got to offer my future wife or husband, with my life being so messed up at the moment. So again, they're just trying to balance it. They're trying to get their life back on track. They want to work on their financial situation, because they really and truly do want to start again. This is someone who wants to start all over again, okay? But in order to start again, they have to figure out what's gone on, what happened before, how can I not repeat those mistakes. So again, the energies are quite good with this person, okay? You might find this person's quite magical. They are able to manifest quite a lot in their lives because they're very positive. They are definitely go-getters, okay? This is not someone who takes shit lying down, if you kind of want to put it out there, okay? They really want what they want. They know what they want, and they do go after it, even though they might take the time to do it. So again, don't take this as a thing that they don't want you, but they definitely do. Okay, again, someone who's they want recognition. I'm really seeing a lot of pentacles here, guys. So either they have very big earth signs, or they just, again, everything is focused on money and their careers at present, or even while you were with them. You've got someone who really puts you got a workaholic. I don't. There's no other way to really put this. This person is definitely a workaholic. They really do love having a lot of recognition in their lives. Maybe they're about to receive awards, or they're about to get a lot of promotion. This is someone they like the luxuries in life. You know, again, this is not someone who's going to settle for less. They really love, you know, that they might like their motor cars if they're a man. If they're a woman, they really love their jewelry. They revel in having nice, fancy houses, fancy cars, fancy clothes. They really do enjoy recognition, okay? And then that's actually what they're wanting. They're building all of this that they're doing. They're building up so that, I mean, if they've never been married before, it's so that they can have this with a husband or wife. If they have been married before, then they're building up to have this again, okay? You can see there's, you know, this is a grandfather, and he's got his grandchildren and his children there, and like he's got his doggies, and, you know, he's surrounded by his luxury, he's surrounded by money and housing, and, you know, that's this person's ultimate goal, okay, is to be married again, or be married in the first time, or, you know, either which way. Their ultimate goal is to be surrounded by their wife and their children, and to grow old with this person, and to, you know, have grandchildren, and they want to leave a legacy, okay? So this is someone who just want happiness. Okay, you've got the Three of Water here. So yes, there's definitely someone who is looking for something serious. They want wedding. They want something to celebrate. You might need to find that this person needs a little bit more fun in their lives. You know, they've been so hard on themselves because they just feel like all they ever do is work. So, you know, it would be quite nice for you when you get into a relationship with this person, you know, add some fun, you know, remind them of, you know, what's the point of working so hard if you don't have the time to take out in order to revel in a little bit of laughter and a little bit of fun, you know, some holiday time, you know, any of these things. They are someone who actually do, you know, they like to have their quiet time. They might like to sit near water somewhere along the line. So whether it's, you know, going camping and being near a dam or near a lake, maybe they like to go to the seaside. They really do enjoy just timing out. You know, I think because they work so hard, they also they rest just as hard, if that makes any sense. So, you know, this is someone who during the day is work, and then they'll come home and, you know, they might go take their wine, or she might go take her wine, and they like to just go outside and relax. They actually understand the importance of relaxing and to really, you know, unwind from the stresses of their day. Okay, and again, yeah, there's just someone sitting there just allowing their minds to wander. Maybe they wonder about you, if you know, if they know you. If not, well, at least you understand them. This is someone who they need harmony. Okay, their lives are maybe, again, they like their harmony. They like, you know, as I said, they work hard, play hard. They need to have a lot of harmony in their life. They don't like a lot of stress and anxiety because they deal with it all day. Their lives are very busy at work, so when they come home, you know, they kind of just want like a lightheartedness in their home. Very focused people. Okay, this is someone who's extremely focused. Again, they know what they want, they know what they're going after. Maybe they've got beautiful blue eyes like this one here, you know, blue eyes, maybe a bit of a beard going on, who knows. It might also be telling you, you know what, stay focused. You know, in the beginning, if they seem distracted or you don't think they're interested because they're all over the place, or it's all work and no play, and you don't, you know, you're like, well, you know, do they like me? Don't they like me? You know, you might be very confused by this person. Don't stress. Okay, stay focused. Stay focused with the manifestation. You and them, you're all good. Okay, everything's good. Look here, soulmate. So you guys are definite soulmates. Okay, this is you marrying your soulmate. I mean, isn't that fantastic? Who all gets to marry their soulmate? Well, you do. So that's awesome. This person's definitely your soulmate. And so, yes, I definitely see a lot of happiness and happy lives and happy families. Okay. Sorry, just bear with me for 2 seconds here because I have lost the description card. Oh dear. Okay, well, what I'm going to do... Okay, what have I done with it? Oh, here we go. Fine then. Sorry. I'm back. Okay, so if you're a man looking for a woman, she is your Queen of Cups. So this is a highly emotional woman. Again, I don't know why it means, you know, can have problems, maybe, you know, emotional problems, but they're very emotionally supportive. They need a lot of love. They have a lot of love to give, and they need the love back. This is someone who's a very good listener, and you know, might have a slightly darker personality. Maybe that means that, you know, their jokes are slightly on the darker side, dry sense of humor, maybe something like that. Either fair skin, fair hair. I get someone who's either older, or maybe they've got like an older appearance. If it's a man, then he's the King of Cups, and as you can see, we've got the King and Queen of Cups. So that's again very much telling you that you guys will be the power couple. He's also possibly a coach, a very wise man, much older, possibly also has got a bit of facial hair, just putting it out there. They could battle addictions. I think that in this pile, I think they'd probably work addictions. I think they might be addicted to the work a little bit, just putting out their game. But again, you know, very fair person, good counselor, good person, very wise person. Okay, I'm going to pull a star sign, and let's just get a final thing. Please, once again, guys, I mean, yeah, this is Cups energy, so this is your water signs. There's a lot of pentacles in here again, so we could have earth signs or water signs, and yeah, these are just possibilities. It doesn't mean it's the be all and end all. I'm just going to pull Leo. Okay, so I did mention at the beginning they could have fire in their chart, definite, a lot of fire. So this is the I will. This is a very determined person. This is someone who's very proud. They, you know, again, their heart, it's, you know, that they put a lot of heart and effort into whatever they do. This is a very, very loyal person. They've got a very warm personality. They've got, they express themselves very creatively. So you could also have someone who's an artist. And there's a lot of enthusiasm with this person. So yeah, pile number 3, this is the description of your future spouse. I hope you understood this. Hopefully you either know who this is, or you're getting a lot more clues as to who this could be. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And let's hope that this video can finally go up. Yay me. Okay, enjoy the rest of your week.